Ho ho ho, and welcome to another quick Apex tip in our advent calendar. And today we're going to look how we can use REST services or REST sources in Apex. So first, in your shared components, you can go into REST data sources, and we're going to create a new one. We're going to click from scratch, and then we just tell this is a movies endpoint I just copied, and it's just a REST API that returns a few movies. You can just enter the URL, click next. She's going to extract the base URL, save it as a remote server, and then this is the path of the resource we're using. So for example, there are different paths for different movie genres, or there's maybe another service from the sampleapi.com domain, so we can make multiple endpoints. But let's keep it this way. This one is no pagination, so if your REST service returns like a lot of rows, most likely is paginated, that you can go to page 2 to see more data, etc. But this is not the case here. You could define it otherwise here. It's not authenticated, so it's just free for everybody to use. Then we click discover, and we can see, okay, it's returning actual data. We can see the columns. So now we have created the REST endpoint. So let's create a page with it and see how it looks. So here, create an interactive report, and we're going to use our REST data source. And for the image URL, I just created a small HTML express in the report. And now we can see our result of our movies inside an interactive report. We can even search it. So now in the background, when I load the page, it's going to call the REST endpoint. So it's getting automatically Apex just calls the REST endpoint. We could, of course, enable caching on the interactive report. Then it would like cache the results and only ask the API every now and then. You can configure that. What we can also do is synchronize the endpoint to a local table. So we're going to click manage synchronization in the REST source definition. Going to create a new table, call that movies. There's no array column here. I'm going to create the table, save and run. Now it's basically downloading the data, and we can see that we have now a data with a table with all the data. In our shared components, we can now see this REST synchronization option here with one. We can modify the type, append, merge, replace, and importantly, we can create a synchronization schedule, so it's basically refreshing the data every day at 5 o'clock, every week, every hour, whatever you like. And that way you're always up to date. Thank you for tuning in. See you tomorrow for another tip. So goodbye.